Hey guys, come on downstairs. Today we're playing Minnesota Twins franchise. We've got a 3-game series with the Chicago White Sox from Target Field to close out a 6-game homestand. We went 2 out of 3 in the first 3 games against the Kansas City Royals, and now we have these 3 against the Chicago White Sox. The White Sox come into this series at 4-6. We are 6-3. It will be our 10th game of the season here in game number 1. Ervin Santana steps to the rubber. Making his second start of the year, he is 1-0 with a 1.50 ERA. Went 6 innings and gave up 9 hits in his first start. Chris Sale is making his third start of the year. He's 0-1 despite a 1.88 ERA and a 0.84 whip. We're going to get this one underway in the 4th inning. Brett Lawrie steps into the batter's box with runners on the corners and 1 out facing Santana. 1-2 delivery. Ground ball to the left side. Matt Dominguez has it. Onto the plate, and Melky Cabrera is gunned down, trying to score. And the White Sox would end up stranding a runner at first. We go to the 5th inning with no score. Kevin Smith, the White Sox catcher, steps in, looking for his first hit of the season with 2 outs, a 0-0 count. He grounds it hard to the left side. Backhanded play by Matt Dominguez. Strong throw on to first to get the out and retire the side. In the middle of 5, we're still all tied up at 0. We go to the 6th inning now. Devin Mesoraco batting .321 with 1 RBI so far on the year. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Chance to do some damage against Chris Sale. And Mesoraco lines this one into center field. But the catch is made out there in center. And the Twins strand the bases loaded. 7th inning now. Brandon Kinsler comes on, making his 5th appearance. He's pitched 4 innings this year, giving up only 1 hit. Catcher Kevin Smith steps in again, still looking for his first hit of the season with a runner on second. And Brandon Kinsler strikes out Smith to end the inning and then gives him a little stare down. We stretch here at Target Field with no score. In the 8th inning, Fernando Abad would come on for the Twins. 5th appearance, 2 2/3 innings with 2 strikeouts. Basically comes in to face lefties, but he's facing right-handed hitter Brett Lawrie this time with runners on the corners and 2 outs, and Lawrie lines it down the third base line on the ground, and it goes off of the third base bag, and a run will come in to score. It would have been a tough play for Dominguez to throw Lawrie out from that deep behind third base anyway. In the middle of 8, the White Sox have taken a 1-0 lead. Bottom of the 8th inning now. Miguel Sano with a runner on first and 1 out, a 1-0 count. This is pitch number 102 from Chris Sale, trying to complete the shutout. And Miguel Sano lines this one hard into the right center field gap. It one-hops the base of the wall. Runner coming around second will hold up at third. And the double puts 2 runners in scoring position for the Twins. Nate Jones comes on now. 3rd appearance this year, 3 strikeouts in 1 2/3 innings, and he is going to go up against Kenis Vargas here, and Vargas lines this one right back up the middle on the ground. 1 run scores. Here comes Sano around third, and he dives in for the plate and makes it underneath the tag of Kevin Smith. And the Twins take a 2-1 lead at the end of 8. Going to the 9th inning. Kevin Segrist, the closer for the Twins, comes on looking for save number 5 already here in the young season. Austin Jackson comes in to pinch hit for the White Sox. With 2 outs, a 1-2 count, Kevin Segrist rocks and fires, and the left-hander gets Austin Jackson to swing and miss to end the ball game. Save number 5 for Kevin Segrist. Tyler Chatwood gets the win, and Chris Sale gets the loss, despite going 7 1/3 innings and giving up 2 runs. So the Twins lead the season series so far 1-0. The Twins and the Indians are all tied at the top of the American League Central standings at 7-3. Miguel Sano went 1 for 4 with a double. Kenis Vargas with 2 RBIs, the 2 RBIs that won the game for the Twins. So we head into the second game of this 3-game series. The White Sox at 4-7. We are 7-3 for game number 11 of the 2018 regular season. This one is Kyle Gibson making his 3rd start, looking for his 3rd win. He's got a 1.42 ERA in 12 2/3 innings. and he is facing Jose Quintana, so we're getting the best that the White Sox have to offer here in the first 2 games of the series. Chris Sale followed by Jose Quintana. 5th inning. Brett Lawrie in the batter's box again. He's batting .256 on the year with a runner on first. The delivery from Gibson. Ground ball to second. And the double play is turned beautifully by the Twins. Eduardo Nunez and Jorge Polanco in the middle of the infield. Byron Buxton now leading off the bottom of the 5th inning. Well, not leading it off. The runner on third. And Buxton, with the ground ball to short, ends up stranding the runner at third. And we end the 5th inning with no score still. We go to the 6th inning now. Another low-scoring game between these two teams. And a ground ball past the diving third baseman. Runner rounding second. The ball gets past Emilio Bonifacio out there in left. And a run's going to come all the way around to score. And Adam Eaton with the RBI. I don't know what happened out there in left field. The ball got past Bonifacio. Runner on second. And here comes the throw to the plate. It's up the first base line. The White Sox score their second run of the game. Melky Cabrera with the RBI. It's 2-0 in the middle of the 6th. Miguel Sano now 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts on the day. He's batting .237. We could use his bat to wake up. And Sano drives this one deep to right center field. That one's going back. Adam Eaton looking up at the track at the wall, and it's gone. Miguel Sano, second home run of the season. This one goes 362 feet. Not quite enough to make the moonshot tracker. 380 is number 10, I believe. Alcides Escobar now steps in. He's 1 for 2 on the day. With 2 outs in the top of the 8th, here's the delivery from Gibson. Swung on and missed. Escobar goes down. The White Sox are retired. And it is still 2-1 Chicago in the middle of 8. A very strong pitching performance by Kyle Gibson, but not getting the run support. We go to the 9th inning now. David Robertson is in for the White Sox to try to nail this one down. He's got 3 saves so far on the year. And Eddie Rosario will come in to pinch hit for the Twins. With a runner on first, Rosario represents the winning run, and he lines it to second on one hop. Lawrie on to first for the out, and the White Sox hold on to get the win and split the series at 1 game apiece. Kyle Gibson gets the loss. He goes 8 innings, gives up 4 hits, 2 runs, 5 strikeouts, no walks. Jose Quintana gets the win, 6 innings, 6 hits, 1 run, 2 strikeouts, and a walk. And David Robertson picks up his 4th save of the year. Adam Eaton 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Todd Frazier went 2 for 4. Melky Cabrera 1 for 4 with an RBI for the White Sox. Miguel Sano 1 for 4 with a home run and an RBI for the Twins. Kenys Vargas went 2 for 4. The Indians won again today. We lost, and so we fall a game behind them in the Central Division standings. Moonshot tracker, you can see the 381-foot home run from Salvador Perez is the benchmark now to break into the top 10 this season, and nobody has done it yet in this series. So the third and final game, game number 12 from Target Field, the White Sox at 5-7, and we are 7-4. Alex Meyer will take the hill. He's 0-1, a 3.86 ERA. He's given up 8 hits in 14 innings. All of the Twins pitchers so far doing really well with their whip early in the season. Matt Latos starts for the White Sox. He's 1-0, a 3.21 ERA, 1.14 whip. We're going to pick this one up in the second inning with Luis Valbuena batting .324 with 5 home runs and 9 RBIs. And here's the delivery from Latos, and Valbuena takes a high and tight fastball, driving it deep and high into right center field. That one is at the wall, and it is just barely going to get into those purple flowers up there. A solo home run for Luis Valbuena in 390 feet. That's his 6th of the year in 12 games, and the Twins jump out to a 1-0 lead. We go to the third inning now. Luis Valbuena again, stepping in. Facing Latos again. Runner on second. He lines it right back at Latos. Latos gets out of the way. Runner on second, rounding third, heading to the plate. Here comes the strong throw from center field, but it's just barely not in time as the run comes in to score. And it is 3-0 Minnesota at the end of the third here on Jackie Robinson Day at Target Field. 4th inning, Melky Cabrera steps in. He's 1 for 1 with a single back in the first inning. And the delivery, driven deep into right field. That one's gone if it stays fair, and it goes off the foul pole. Alex Meyer gives up the home run. Melky Cabrera, his second of the season, 350-foot towering fly ball down the right field line. Hits the foul pole. It's 3-1 Twins. We go to the fifth. Adam Eaton stepping in now, batting .265 with no home runs, 2 RBIs. 1-1 count with 2 outs, and he grounds it up the middle. Play by Polanco on to first, and the White Sox are retired. In the middle of 5, it's still 3-1 Minnesota. Here is Miguel Sano now. Sano with a runner on second, and Sano drives this one deep to right center field. That one's going to stay in the ballpark, but it is going to one-hop the wall in the gap, and Sano drives in a run with a RBI double into right center at the end of the 5th. It is 4-1 Minnesota. Moving ahead to the 7th inning. With a runner on first, a deep drive to right field. That one's got a chance, and it's a line drive home run off the bat of Avisail Garcia. That's his first home run of the year. And that is going to cut the Twins' lead to 1 at 4-3. Drew Stubbs now. Still the top of the 7th inning. 82nd pitch of the night from Alex Meyer, and Stubbs turns this one around to left field. That one's got a chance if it stays fair. Heading towards the foul territory, and it hits the post again. The foul pole has been friendly to the White Sox in this game. First home run of the season for Drew Stubbs. We go to the 7th inning stretch, all tied up at 4. Carson Fulmer comes on now for the White Sox, 1.86 ERA. Third appearance of the year. Eduardo Nunez faces him. He's batting .318. With nobody out, a 1-1 count. Nunez rips this one into the left center gap. It is cut off there by Melky Cabrera. Here comes the strong throw from left. Nunez trying to stretch it into a double, and he is gunned down at the bag. Melky Cabrera with a great arm. He bounced back up from that tumble he took out there in left field to throw out the runner. Fernando Abad now. 6th appearance, a 2.70 ERA. Facing Melky Cabrera, who's 2 for 3. Had a pretty active game. And Melky Cabrera drives this one deep to right field, and that one is gone. Melky Cabrera, 3rd home run of the season, 2nd of the game. And the White Sox take a 5-4 lead in the 8th.
Now pitching for the White Sox.
Barton Chavez on now to try to get a hold. Just his 2nd appearance. Kenny Vargas pinch hitting for the Twins. With a runner on second and 2 outs, Vargas. The Twins have worn out that right center gap. This one's cut off by Stubbs in center, though. A run comes in to score, and Kenny Vargas has tied up the game. 5 runs on 14 hits, that is, for the Twins. We go to the 9th inning, all tied up at 5. Dan Jennings on now in relief for the White Sox. Devin Mesoraco coming off the bench to pinch hit on a day that John Ryan Murphy got the start. And Mesoraco flies this one deep to right center field. That one's got a chance, could win the game. And with his back to the wall, the White Sox make the catch out in right to preserve the tie. We go to extra innings. Trevor May now facing Alcides Escobar. Escobar with nobody on, nobody out. Here is the drive to left field. That one is way out of here. Alcides Escobar. And Rosario just watches that one sail by him into the seats. 2nd home run of the year for Escobar. And the White Sox go on to win in extra innings by a score of 7-5. So the White Sox take the series 2-1. That is the first series that we have lost so far this season. We fall to 7-5. The White Sox improve to 6-7. Melky Cabrera, 4 for 5, 2 home runs, 2 RBIs, an outstanding outfield assist. Avisail Garcia, 2 for 4 with a home run and 2 RBIs. Dan Jennings gets the win in relief. Trevor May gets the loss in relief. David Robertson came on to nail down his 5th save. And we fall 2 games behind the Indians in the Central Division. Luis Valbuena's 390-foot blast comes in at number 10 on the Moonshot Tracker. That is the only one that reached the Moonshot Tracker in this 3-game series. That is it for Minnesota Twins franchise, episode 111. Next up, we have the Detroit Tigers on the road in a 4-game series, followed by 3 games at Kansas City here on Mama's Basement Sports Gaming.